Happy Friday, happy Friday, happy Friday, everyone. Welcome to the Courtroom Chronicles Trials of South Africa. I've been missing in action, I know. I'll be back. There are just things that I'm fixing, and as a content creator, you have to take a break and go and learn some things and all of that. So I'll be back. I just wanted to do an update. He was missing for 22 days and he was found walking with his kidnappers. A police officer was arrested and he appeared in court. And now the question is, why was he walking with his kidnappers? What happened to the caretaker that was driving with him? Because at first we thought this was a friend, but it's actually someone who was a caretaker and taking care of this boy. He was the one who was driving when they kidnapped Kamogelo. So what happened? Kamogelo Baukudi, a 19-year-old learner from Marti du Plessis Special Needs School, disappeared on the 5th of June. He was with his caretaker, Daniel Malibazo, when they were stopped by a white Hilux in blue lights. Two men posing as cops, one in uniform and one in tracksuit, intercepted them, accusing them of being drug suspects, and took Kamogelo. So now Malibazo told us, the caretaker, that he was told to continue driving to the police station, but Kamogelo vanished. Their phones were later found, they were dumped under a bridge, and a missing person case was opened. We remember that people were praying for Kamogelo's safe return, and I guess this is how God has answered their prayers. They prayed, and finally, after 22 days, Kamogelo was found. So now I will read just a few quotes from the MEC. He said, we commend the swift and diligent action. Our thoughts and support are with Kamogelo and his family during this traumatic experience. On the 27th of June, which is today, after 22 days, Kamogelo was found alive. He was walking with 3 of his kidnappers in Wepener township. Sorry if I've butchered that. Police swept in and arrested all 3. 2 more were found hiding in a nearby home, and one was already in custody. Do you remember that they did arrest the 42-year-old that was taken in, a police officer who was linked to this crime? And now the officer was allegedly using the state vehicle, and it was involved in the abduction and demanding ransom. So this guy shows us that there's a lot of corruption that is going on. You are a police officer by profession. You use states' vehicles to go and kidnap people. You know what? It's deep. The injustice here and the criminality is just deep. You are using a state vehicle to kidnap a child. I know things are out of hand. So Brigadier Altenda Mate said this is highly disappointing and unacceptable, and I agree with him. It is very, very disappointing that people are using government's things to do, especially being a police officer. And this is not the only kidnapping story that we had. The last time I spoke about the 12 soldiers that were arrested, and some of them were involved in kidnapping 2 foreigners. Now we hear that in Kamogelo's case, a police officer used a state vehicle to kidnap this child. It's very disappointing. And who are we going to trust now? Imagine maybe you are stuck somewhere and a police van comes. You are thinking they're there to rescue you, and they're going to kidnap you. So where should we go now? If there are problems, where do we go? Do we go to the police station? Do we go to the community? Do we fight for ourselves? What are we meant to do if South Africa is like this? So now, why was Kamogelo walking with his kidnappers? I'm thinking everyone is asking themselves why. So many people have asked this. The simple answer is he was likely under duress. Police suspect the kidnappers were trying to relocate or to flee when they closed in on them. And Kamogelo was still in custody, walking beside them, not with them by choice. So you get what we are saying, ne? That is what we are thinking, because, he's a special needs student. That is number one. He's been gone for 22 days. And if your kidnapper is saying walk, you will walk. What else can you do? Unless there's something deeper that we're still going to hear in court, because 6 people in total have been arrested, including that officer who used the state vehicle to do this terrible thing. So now, how many days has he been missing? He's been missing from the 5th of June to the 27th of June, 22 days missing. It's more than 3 weeks. Imagine the trauma for the 19-year-old special needs learner. It must be too much. We don't know what he's been eating, where has he been sleeping, and people have prayed and were praying for his safe return, and now they found him this morning. They found him today, this morning. So now, here's another quote from Advocate Twarelo Malakwane. He said, "We will be strong for Kamogelo. We are not going to be brittle, but stand up and pray for his safe return." And he is back home. People have been praying for him, and he was found. So what was the caretaker involved? Because this is some of the questions that people have been asking. The answer is no. There's no evidence that is linking Daniel Malibatz, or the caretaker, to the kidnapping. He was allegedly ordered to continue driving, and their phones were found dumped near that bridge. And now Malibatz was not harmed. He was not tied by the suspect. So far, he's been treated as a witness. So that is what we know, that he's a witness. And how do we know about the suspects now? What do we know? Actually, not how do we know. The suspects, 6 people, have been arrested. They're in custody, including that SAPS sergeant. They face kidnapping and extortion charges. Police allege that the group demanded ransom money up to 7 million. There's something here. These people know where Kamogelo is coming from. They probably know his parents and that they have money. Because why would you demand 7 million? Why would you demand that much of 7 million, it's not a child's play. We're not talking about 70,000. We're not talking about 700 rands. We're not talking about 700,000. 7 million. There's something here. I think maybe we will hear when they appear in Bloemfontein Magistrate Court on the 30th of June. Yeah, so what we want to do now is to thank the community and the law enforcement for working tirelessly. And now it's time for justice system to do its work. The people that have prayed for this child's safe return, I hope you see that prayers do get answered. And we are just grateful that Kamogelo is safe and alive. He's uninjured and he's back with his family. That is what we are happy about. But the psychological damage, we don't know how deep it is. To be in captivity for 22 days, it's not a child's play. And with people who betrayed every ounce of public trust, including a police officer, like I said, it is deep. It is deep. I think we'll be hearing more from the courts, the Bloemfontein Magistrates Court, and his rescue is actually a miracle. A lot of people don't make it alive. People are kidnapped and found the following day, and they've been unalived, but he's been there for 22 days. I'm thinking maybe they are going to question him, and maybe there's going to be a lineup where he'll have to identify people. I don't know the logistics, but we're just happy that he's alive. It's a miracle, but the questions of how he was taken and how far this network really goes are just the beginning. And Bloemfontein, there's a lot of kidnapping cases. It's scary. It's scary. What is happening in Bloemfontein? It's scary. So this is just, it's not just any rescue story. It's a wake-up call about police corruption, about trust, and the safety of our most vulnerable learners. Because as we know, Kamogelo is a special needs learner. So if this case shook you like it did us, comment below what would justice look like for Kamogelo, and should officers caught in crimes face double the time? What do you think should be this police officer's punishment? Should he get double, more than everyone, because he knows the law? He used the vehicle that is meant to help people to do this heinous crime. And let me know if you want just let me know of your thoughts and what you think about the whole thing. And please keep on subscribing, liking, and hitting that notification button. We appreciate it here at Courtroom Chronicles. Your comments, everything that you do by watching from the beginning to end. Watching even those adverts, because when you watch them from beginning to end, that's how you contribute financially to the channel. And with that being said, enjoy your weekend, and we will be waiting for full updates on the 30th, when the suspects will be going to court, and we'll be updating you. Till then, God bless. Enjoy your weekend. It's cold. Drink something hot beverages, but I know some of you will not listen to me. But please take care of yourself. It's cold. And yeah, until then, God bless. Ciao.